Hello, my lovely YouTube crew. Happy Saturday. I felt a bit peculiar again this morning. I don't know what it is, January or something. I took a COVID test and it's negative, so that's good news. But anyway, just watching these two lobbing their hay is making me so happy, and I'm also really thrilled with how they look. We don't do huge amounts of schooling and exercise. Just various different reasons. Sometimes the weather, I mean at this time of year, you know, sometimes, hello, as you were obsessed, well she's been lame. Sometimes the weather, sometimes just time constraints. And the thing is that as long as they stay at a decent level of physical fitness, I'm happy. And because they have all this to play in, this is where I just feel so lucky. And if you see those woods, they can go right into those woods, and it's very uneven ground in there, so they have to use muscles. So they actually do keep themselves pretty fit. We do little bits of groundwork and liberty work, but you know, there's no serious hill work or anything like that. Florence isn't backed yet, so she isn't riding. She just does the groundwork. But, you know, I look at those two and I think, considering all that, they really do look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I hesitate because it always sounds like I'm boasting. Look how good my horses look. But just considering how we do keep them, they're not working every day. As you see, they live very naturally. They're just out noodling about and doing their own thing. I love seeing them look like this. And, you know, look how shiny and healthy their coats are. And again, we don't do daily grooming. Some people would be horrified by that. But because I don't like to put rugs on unless I absolutely have to, we don't groom regularly because I want them to keep all the oil and the dust and the, you know, mud in their coats, because that acts as a layer of insulation. So basically we groom for pleasure, like we're giving them a really good scratchy massage. That's more how I think about grooming, and sort of get the circulation going, and I think it is good for them generally, and they like it. But it's not like we're brushing them for 20 minutes every day. So that sheen on their coats, that's internal. And you think maybe I'm giving them lots of special supplements and special oils. I do give them a little bit of olive oil every so often, but actually not so often in the winter because it tends to freeze. If I was really clever, I'd remember to bring it every day from the house, but I don't. So they just have chaff and grass nuts and quite a lot of herbs. I think I've told you this before, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. But they're on really the plainest diet you could possibly think of. And apart from the red mare having her abscess, which is very rare for her, they are, touch wood, just incredibly healthy and sound horses. So I suppose the reason I'm telling you all that is that I sometimes think people get really hung up on buying fancy stuff for their horses, buying really expensive stuff, and you know, there's lots of very exciting and good marketing out there, and you think if I'm a good horse person, you know, I gotta get them the fancy foods and the incredibly expensive supplements. They do have a hoof supplement, because the only bit of the thoroughbred stereotype that they conform to is they do have slightly rotten feet. Flo actually had really good feet when she came, but then the feet took one look at the wild Scottish terrain and went, oh, excuse me, this is not Newmarket. So she developed a few cracks and chips. And the red mare always has a crack somewhere. You know, and the difference is, if you look at our two native ones, where are they? Oh, they've disappeared. Over there somewhere. You can't believe how good their feet are. They just need no help at all. Anyway, so yeah, they do get a hoof and skin supplement actually. So maybe that's partly why their skin's looking so good. But I bought it for the hooves. My farrier recommended it. It's just from our local feed store, which is called Norvite. And, oh God, I'm boring myself now. I don't know how I got off on this. And they also do get a balancer. Not every day. We'll use Bailey's, because last time I went in the feed shop, the nice lady from Bailey's was there, and she was very persuasive in the most charming, low-key sort of way. And that's it. That's it. Oh, look. I've got to take that cladding away. Sorry, this may be the dullest YouTube video I've ever made. But at least, for those of you who like watching horses eat, you can just turn the sound off and watch them and ignore me.